All right, so now I'm going to teach you about dynamic division. And I'm still going to stick with a divisor of just a single digit. You see that divided by 4. It's not divided by 23 or 365 or anything like that. It's divided by 4. It's just one number. So what I'm doing is 1,772 divided by 4. Now, dynamic division means that, like, I might take 1,000 and trade it for 10 hundreds, because 1,000 equals 10 hundreds. Or I might take 100 or 200s, and trade it for 110 or 10 tens or 20 tens, because 100 is equal to 10 tens. 200 is equal to 20 tens. You get where I'm going. We're gonna have to exchange stuff now. Now here's the hard part with the stamp game, is you only have so many stamps, and my stamp game is very limited. It's a very old stamp game. It's got these big plastic tiles, and there are not a lot in there. Maybe your stamp game has more tiles, but you have to know how many tiles you have, so when you're coming up with these problems, you don't run into something where you just run out of stamps, and that could be a problem. But I've done this problem and I can do it. So there's 1,772 divided by 4. What I've already done is, just so you don't have to watch me do it, I've already got 1,772 divided by 4. So I have 4 of my Skittles here. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you're presenting this to the child, you're like, okay, let's make 1,772 with the stamps. Let me do that. And then divide it by how many? 4. So let's get out 4 green Skittles. All right? And here's how I'll show it. Say, okay, so let's take this 1,000. Sorry, it's a little bit messed up. Let's take this 1,000. Well, if this one gets 1,000, can he get 1,000? No. So let's give him 1,000. Oh, does he have 1,000? No. Oh, what can we do? Oh, and 1,000. How many hundreds are in 1,000? And with Montessori, they should know this from the golden bead materials. Sorry, my golden bead materials are messed up. I haven't fixed this room for tonight. But they should know that 1,000 is 10 hundreds. And you can explain it to them then. Okay, so 1,000 is 10 hundreds. So let's put this back and get 10 hundreds. 1. Now what you want to do is leave a space between the hundreds you already have and the hundreds you're getting. Because if not, they might walk away for a second, get confused, they might lose count and then have to recount again. So if there's a separation there, they can easily recount. So we're getting out 10 hundreds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When you show it, you want to make it nice, like this. The children can do it either way. It doesn't matter to them if they do it like this. If they do it like that and they're ready for that, then go ahead. And elementary students will do that a lot more than 3 to 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, something else you want to look at is, do you have enough room on the table for this to happen? And you'll kind of have to figure that out depending on what your circumstances. So there's 10 hundreds. 10 hundreds is 1,000. So let's start dividing up the hundreds. You get 100. You get 100. You get 100. You get 100. And I've noticed it's easier to start with everything with the stamp game from the bottom going up. So that's why I'm starting from the bottom. You get 100. You get 100. And so we'll divide this out. I'll try to make this as quick as I can. I won't, you see the point that I'm doing. I slowly and carefully do this with a child, but you're understanding, oh, we're left this 100. We can't give that to everybody, so we need to trade it. So let's put it back. 100 is 10 tens. So let's count up 10 tens. So my pencil's in the wrong spot. It's hard holding an iPhone and doing this. It's much easier in real life. So there's 1, 2 tens, 3 tens. I try to use the phrases 3 tens, 4 tens, or if they're advanced enough, you know, there's 50, 60, depends on the level, 70, 80. Try to leave that space though. That was a bad mistake there. 80. Again, holding an iPhone, doing this is harder than doing it in real life. 90. 100. So we put in 100. We took out 100. I like to say that a lot because then it reinforces the idea. So I'm going to push these back up so all the tens are together. And I'll start to divide it out. There's 10, 10, 10, 10. Now you see what I'm doing. You as a teacher understand it. And I want to make these videos in under 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just quickly do it. Just because I want to be able to easily upload it to YouTube. Okay, so I've got all the tens divided out. I've got this 110 left where I can't do this. So I've got to put this back in and get 10. 110 is 10 ones. And keep saying that phrase when you're teaching this to the beginners. Let them finish the phrase later. 110 is 10 ones, or 100 is 10 tens. 1,000 is 10 hundreds. Keep saying that phrase. Then when they get to a certain point, you can just say 110 is, and they'll say 10 ones. It's because they've heard it so many times. Okay, so when you have 10 ones, at this point, you understand to put them down nicely. I'm not going to care about putting them nicely because you understand it, but do it nicely. So it's just clear for them. You don't want to cause any confusion. Like you see how some numbers are upside down and some numbers are sideways. Don't do that when you're showing it to the child, but you understand it for now. So I'm going to put out the ones. Okay, grab 2 of them. And actually, if you're teaching elementary, they're going to get sloppy with this, even if they get it right. So, you know, it doesn't matter which way it's going. So the question is, I mean, everyone gets the same amount. So how much does everybody get? 443. So 1,772 divided by 4 equals 400. Again, sorry about this paper. 40, there's 4 tens. And then how many ones? 3. There you go, type that into your calculator. You'll get the same answer.